So I want to double dog dare you to do this 30-day positivity challenge with me, because I know that there's a lot of people out there. This is going to be on many platforms that I have, that particularly on a group called Wichita Whispers, that think that I'm some kind of Pollyanna or rainbows and unicorns, well, that I'm unrealistic. So here's the thing, is that I'm going to challenge you to do a 30-day positivity challenge with me starting on the 15th of this month of April 2023. So that's next Saturday. And the thing is that you will get out of this, if you decide to do it, amazing healthier habits that you will not believe the amazing transformation that you will receive, because I'm going to give it to you in bite-sized pieces every day, something that you can do to be more positive. And the research it's over the moon about how positivity affects you in your life. And the thing is that I think it's fascinating that people think that I'm positive all the time. Well, I'm not. But there's an equation that a woman by the name of Barbara Fredrickson did a lot of research on, and it's a 3-to-1 ratio. You need 3 positives to 1 of your negative, because at the end of the day, to be realistic, you're not going to never have a negative thought. Oh my God, I have negative thoughts all day, every day, and I'm constantly aware of the fact that those are not propelling me to where I want to be, because I don't want to be in that place that's going to draw in more negative energy. But positive people are not positive because they've skated through life. That's what's interesting, is that they're positive because they've been through hell and decided that they don't want to live there anymore. And trust me when I say I don't want to live in that experience of being negative. And when I talk about negative, it really isn't about what you might perceive as negative, because worry is a negative thought. Resistance is a negative thought. Judgment is a negative thought. But you think of it in very linear terms of positive or negative, and it really isn't about being a Pollyanna and putting on a fake smile all the time. That's not what I'm talking about as far as positivity. But how can a 30-day positivity challenge transform you? Because that's what it's about. Is I love giving people an opportunity to transform themselves. And I am on a mission from, I don't even know, when I was 16 years old, to do that in various ways. But you may have been thinking of ways to add more positivity into your life, but you've been losing your focus recently, perhaps. I know I have. I have too much going on, and so when I have too many things going on, I have a tendency to be very quick and forget and lose, and today was a perfect example of that. Oh my goodness. I ran into more roadblocks trying to record videos. I have a YouTube channel. I mean, it went from, I have to put makeup on because I don't like to wear makeup, and so I was resistant to that, and then I couldn't find the battery for the camera, and then the little recording device on the camera decided that it wanted to be full, so I had to run to Walmart. And I could tell you all the negative things that happened to me this morning, and I was really feeling very emotional about it, and I couldn't get a computer thing to work, and all of that emotion started to bubble up, and it was an emotion that was not feeling very good. But here's the thing, is that I have to constantly remind myself, this will always work out. And if you just adopt that motto, then you're already halfway to having a better life. But a positivity 30-day challenge is a great solution. I'm going to tell you that this will be something amazing that will change your life, that you'll probably want to continue it for more than 30 days, but begin with 30 days. I love Zig Ziglar. I've been I knew about Zig Ziglar, I don't even know, 35 years ago. Zig Ziglar once said, people often say that motivation doesn't last. Because when you're looking at doing something like this, you have to be a little bit motivated, just like starting a workout program or a diet or any of those things that we decide to do. Well, he says, neither does bathing. And that's why we recommend it daily. So having an opportunity to have something given to you on a daily basis of how you can move forward to more positivity in your life will create miracles and magic, I promise you. The same goes for practicing and mastering positivity, just like doing this on a daily basis. So how do we start? Well, I created a little group called 30 Day Positivity Challenge. The link is here below. And what you do is go on, sign the challenge, saying that you participate. I'll have it all on that group. You want to join the group first. And then we're going to go for 30 days of giving each other assistance with support and feedback. And I will have every single day an opportunity for you to practice a different type of positivity. Because 30-day challenges are powerful, literally. Have you ever done one, whether it be a wellness challenge or a workout challenge or any of those? Why are they powerful? If any of you have read, there's a great book, and I highly recommend it, called Atomic Habits, that it explains that the system that you use for building better habits and actions is one of the most important and often underrated ways that you can change your life. So something as simple as being more positive, I guarantee, this is not I promise, this is not maybe, I guarantee it will change your life. So who doesn't want that? I mean, change your life for the better, not just change your life. So it is an inspiration that helps us achieve a massive goal in the end. It's these little systems, these little steps forward that you can get to where you want to be. And these are simple, I promise you. They're very, very simple. Each day will build on the next in order for you to, by the end of a 30-day period, your life will be transformed, literally. So it's vital to build a system that's easy and visible. So that's what I'm going to do with this challenge, is create something that's so easy and so visible through this group that you can do every single day and create an experience that will rock your world. So what does having a positive mindset really mean? So I want to talk again about, this isn't about smiling through pain. This isn't about having a Pollyanna experience, although it can be. But when people describe others as positive, you may mistakenly assume that they are consistently smiling, that insincere or fake smile, which you know what I'm talking about. Believe me, I don't have that. But in a blissful state while ignoring reality. That's not what I'm talking about either. But because being positive couldn't be more unlike that. So when I talk about being positive, it's about looking at life and seeing where the good is. Because if you believe that there is good and that life can be what you want it to be, it's amazing how things show up for you. But the thing is that when people hear positive thinking, they automatically go into, well, that's a bunch of hooey. And the fact is that's not true. And they have done research. I'll share some of that research with you. They've done research to show more than anything how impactful it is to have that positive mindset. But these misconceptions about what positivity means have lost their way into this process that we live in a world that is full of negativity. I mean, if you look at social media, that's a perfect experience of the culture that we've built, and it's mean, and it's negative, and it's hurtful. And that is not what positivity is. So while you're probably here, thinking about this as you're listening to this and you've got this far in this video, I want to address what positive thinking actually means, as the definition makes all the difference when it comes to honing in this mentality. Because according to positive psychology experts, whoever those people are, positive thinking means approaching life's challenges with a positive outlook. Because guess what? It's pretty easy to have a happy mindset when everything's going well. Trust me, it's great. But it's when those things that don't go the way you want them to, or you're experiencing, as I did in 2018, cancer, you have to keep that positive outlook or you will just get lost in the void. It does not necessarily mean avoiding or ignoring the bad things. Instead, it involves making the most of a potentially bad situation, trying to see the best in other people, which, trust me when I say, that probably is the most difficult for people that at least that I notice, especially on social media, is people out there looking for the worst in people. Oh my gosh, everybody's a child of God. Everybody is a unique expression of the divine. So if we are seeing that in other people, that's so much better than seeing all the negative in those people. And one other thing is about viewing yourself and your abilities in a positive light. So trust me when I say that's probably my most difficult area, is that I have thought of myself as not lovable, overweight, ugly, a whole lot of other things my whole life. And so it's just one of those internal conversations that is constantly having to be paid attention to by me. So I'm sure that there's plenty of you watching this that have that same idea about yourselves, and that's not true either. So having that positive light about yourself is very important to be able to have it about the rest of your life and the world. So there are two major themes in this expansive list, but people with positive mindsets consistently make the most of an unfortunate situation. So think about that. One of the days we'll have an assessment, probably the first day, an assessment of if you're in that 3-to-1 ratio of 3-to-1 positive to negative. And that really is your emotional state. It isn't always about your thoughts, because our thoughts, oh my gosh, statistically, I think there's a gazillion. I know that's not a number, but there's so many thoughts that you have every day. To control them and to just say, right now, I'm not going to have any negative. But if you become aware of them and then you say, well, I have a negative thought right now, I need 3 positive ones, it'll get you start to pay attention to how many negative thoughts you're having on a daily basis. But the other one is that people with positive mindsets build up themselves and others. So one of the things that I've just shared about myself is that I want to beat myself up more than anybody else. If I treated other people like I treat myself, holy moly, I would have no friends. So in other words, individuals that practice and sustain positive thinking make a choice every day. So the thing is that we are making choices on autopilot. And when you become conscious and you start making choices in a way to architect your day, which is what positive thinking people do, to see your life as good and positive, even in the challenges that things are going to work out, that's a whole different thing. And having a choice of how you architect your day and your life is true empowerment. So, and when you do have that empowerment, your life is so much more enjoyable. It's crazy. And so it's really, that's that simple. Now, simple sometimes sounds like simple, but it's not easy, or easy, it's not simple. Here's the thing is, you just have to start where you are. And the importance of adopting a positive mindset is so key to having everything that you could ever dream of. Literally. It is something that I have known, practiced, failed at, and then practiced again and in different ways and better and morphed. And it's a lifelong journey, but you start where you are. And positive thinking isn't an exact science. It's not. But they've done a lot of scientific research around it, and it has been proven without question, without a shadow of a doubt, that it makes life better. People are happier. They live longer. They experience more things in their life that they want. It is not fluffy. It's not fluffy. It's not Pollyanna. It's not rainbows and unicorns, although it may feel like it if you practice it on a consistent basis. But if you were to say, if having a positive mindset isn't a big deal, why do you say that? Why would you say that if the research shows it time and time again? And you may have experienced it, but you're throwing it out for what reason? Because positive thinking leads to better outcomes. Truly, truly, it does. So a research study followed over 70,000 women for over 10 years. This is just one example of research. And they concluded in 2011 that these women that were optimistic had, check it out, an enhanced quality of life. Well, who doesn't want that, right? More energy, right? So there's lots of ways to get more energy, but being positive, being one of them, oh my gosh, that's fabulous. They had better psychological and physical health. So, with all the health issues that are going on in the world and all of the mental health issues, just this one shift to have better psychological and physical health by thinking positively, by beginning to look at the world in a more positive way, ka-ching, it's free. They had less cases of depression. Well, fantastic. They had better coping skills throughout challenges. That is absolutely key. And that's the thing that really challenges me to remember on a regular basis, because there's so much going on in my life on a daily basis. And technology seems like it's just going at warped speed. And the fact is that those challenges come up and they just slap me in the face that I can't get through certain hurdles. And believe me, it's so much easier to go down into that hole of, oh no, poor me. Instead, I have to stay focused on what can be created as good in that experience. But these women also had a higher lifespan compared to those with a negative mindset. Holy moly. Just having a mindset of positivity can make you or allow you to live longer. I know people say to me all the time, I don't want to live that long. Well, that's okay. I do. But positive thinking might not cure the toughest cancers. Or it could. Because here's the thing, is I had it do that for me. And it might not make challenges disappear into thin air. Well, guess what? That is not necessarily true. You can think that, but although I believe that it did for me when I had cancer in 2008, it certainly makes the ride more enjoyable. Because I can dwell and wallow in those negative ideas or those negative emotions all the time if I choose to. But those positive thoughts can give you the momentum you need when your body fails you. Because there's lots of people out there that have experienced physical challenges these days because of the state of our health. But guess what? This is what's so cool. Our mind is more powerful than our bodies. That's a fact. Your mind can control what's going on in your body, whether you're sick or you're not sick. I mean, it's amazing the things that it can do. And I'll share a story that on that first day about how that can happen. But having a positive mindset can 100% change your life as well as those around you. Because when you change your mindset, everybody else around you changes. Oh my gosh, it's a miracle. So I don't know if I need to say any more, but positive thinking shows up in our daily lives and as a challenge because it's difficult to accurately evaluate what vibe we give to others, honestly. If you're not thinking in this positive mindset, what vibe are you giving out to them? So when you dedicate a significant amount of time, which means just being conscious, and these are little increments, so don't even think of it as a big deal. But when you dedicate a little bit of time to pursuing this emotional intelligence, if you will. I mean, you could read and read and read and read and read about it, but the fact is that just start with something really simple. Just start with something really simple, which is what we're going to do. Because I am telling you, I double dog dare you again to take this 30-day challenge of positivity beginning April 15th, 2023. That's tax day. What a great day to start being positive. Woohoo! You can already start thinking positive because it's on a Saturday and so your taxes aren't due until that next Monday. Oh my gosh, that's just an example of how to look at life as amazing and fabulous. So let's do this. You can sign up at the group on Facebook, 30-Day Positivity Challenge. I look forward to seeing you. And also, as I always say, y'all come back now. You hear? Bye-bye.